sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. So they just wasn't trying to do it, so I swear.
I'm outside on the streets, just holding it down. I'm in jail, pumping ice, I done reading books.
Was there any pressure, you know what I'm saying, being the fact that you want Def Jam to compete with the other stars on the label like Jay or Ja or X?
Nah, I don't feel I'm in competition with nobody.
Hip-hop has always been a world full of ups and downs. One day you're on top, and the next you might be forgotten. This is the story of N.O.R.E, a rapper who once had a legendary name in the hip-hop community but has since lost the respect of many. How did this happen? How did someone so respected fall so far down? And what did he do to try to get back on top?
Nah, I don't feel I'm in competition with nobody, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel I'm in a category with nobody, so I just want to do my thing. I just want to, you know, come out and do what I do, you know what I'm saying, and what the people love me for, just to be myself.
N.O.R.E, also known as Noreaga, made a big impact in the 90s. He was part of the group Capone-N-Noreaga, and they had hits like T.O.N.Y and L.A., Louisiana. His solo career also took off with songs like Super Thug and Nothin'. People loved his unique voice, catchy hooks, and street-smart lyrics. He was known for bringing the sounds of reggaeton into hip-hop, making him a trendsetter. However, things started to change. Over time, N.O.R.E didn't release as much music. Some of his newer songs didn't hit as hard as his old ones. Fans noticed, and the respect began to fade. They missed the old N.O.R.E who brought energy and fresh ideas to hip-hop. As newer artists came onto the scene, N.O.R.E's star began to dim. But it wasn't just his music that made people lose respect for him. N.O.R.E also made some choices that didn't sit well with fans and other artists. He got involved in beefs and arguments with other rappers. Instead of focusing on making great music, it seemed like he was more interested in drama and controversy. This made people question his motives and his loyalty to the hip-hop community.
Does it exist in hip-hop? Would they even let people like us in there? Or is there a hip-hop Illuminati? We don't know. And I'm just as curious as you got.
But while he was down, N.O.R.E apparently wasn't out. It would appear the rapper went back to the drawing board to figure out a new way to regain the respect he's lost. In an attempt to regain his status, N.O.R.E decided to open a new door. He started a podcast called Drink Champs. The show quickly became popular. It featured interviews with big names in hip-hop, where they would talk about their careers, share stories, and of course, drink. The show was a hit, and N.O.R.E was back in the spotlight.
What it could be, hopefully what it should be. This is your boy N.O.R.E. What up, it's DJ EFN. This Drink Champ.
But at what price? While Drink Champs brought N.O.R.E new fame, it also brought new criticism. Some felt that he was using his platform to create more drama. Others thought he was more focused on the entertainment aspect rather than celebrating hip-hop culture. The show sometimes highlighted the negative sides of the industry, and people wondered if N.O.R.E was doing it for the right reasons. Moreover, some of his interviews sparked controversy. N.O.R.E would sometimes ask tough questions or bring up old feuds, leading to uncomfortable moments. While this made for good entertainment, it also made people question his respect for the artists he was interviewing. Was he truly interested in their stories, or was he just trying to get more views and attention?
When we started this show, we said that there was no platform for legends. When you have 10, 15 years or more in this game, they want to call you old, they want to call you washed up, they want to say this over for you.
N.O.R.E's journey in hip-hop is a lesson about the highs and lows of fame. He was once a respected figure, but a series of choices and changes in focus led to a loss of respect. His attempt to get back on top with Drink Champs brought him new success, but also new challenges. The hip-hop community continues to watch, wondering what N.O.R.E's next move will be, and if he can ever truly regain the respect he once had. Today, we are going to look at the story of Noreaga. Victor James Santiago Jr., also known as Noreaga or N.O.R.E, was born on September 6, 1977 in Queens, New York. He grew up in a diverse household with an African-American mother and a Puerto Rican father. Noreaga started his journey in hip-hop in 1995 alongside Capone, another rapper from Queens. They first met in 1992 while both were in prison. Capone was serving time for attempted at Greenhaven Prison in New York.
He said something else stupid, and I love to see people run. Like, at that time, I was just like, bang! Like, yo, run! And like, bang, bang, bang! And just, they called me
While in prison, they bonded over their love for basketball and hip-hop. Noreaga, who had been a DJ before, got his rap name during this time. In an interview, Noreaga shared that he read a book about Panamanian dictator Manuel Noriega, which inspired his rap name. Once Capone was released on parole, Noreaga continued to serve his sentence. After Noriega's release, they discovered each other's rap talent and decided to make music together. They formed a duo named Capone-N-Noreaga, often shortened to CNN.
In essence, my man Capone is on the hook, so we're trying to get people ready for the CNN world domination.
In October 1995, they gained recognition in the Source magazine's Unsigned Hype column, which featured talented new rappers without record deals. Their work was praised for bringing back the gritty East Coast rap sound. They followed the footsteps of other famous Queens rappers like Nas and Cool G Rap.
Who made up words? Who made up numbers? And what kind of spell is mankind under? Everything on...
Their debut album, The War Report, was released in 1997 under Penalty Entertainment. It received critical acclaim and commercial success despite its themes of and gang violence. The album was praised for its classic New York City boom-bap sound, which was different from the more danceable music popular at the time. It also included references to the 5% Nation, a spiritual movement that many rappers of the time, like Nas and Wu-Tang Clan, mentioned in their lyrics. The War Report helped shift the focus back to inner-city struggles in rap music, paving the way for future stars like DMX and 50 Cent. The album reached number 21 on the Billboard 200, and its singles LA, Louisiana, T.O.N.Y, and Closer charted well on the R&B/hip-hop charts.
Crime side of life, foul price to pay. Illegal life, trigger tripe till we old and gray.
Despite their rising success, Capone was sent back to prison in 1996 for violating his parole, just before their album was released. Noreaga had to finish the album without him but received help from other artists like Mobb Deep and Tragedy Khadafi. Tragedy Khadafi played a significant role in the album, contributing to both production and vocals. While Capone was in prison, Noreaga launched his solo career. He released his debut solo album, N.O.R.E, in 1998. The album was very successful, even more so than CNN's debut, and was certified platinum. It reached number 3 on the Billboard 200 and featured guest appearances from top rappers like Nas, Big Pun, and Busta Rhymes. It also showcased production from rising producers like the Neptunes and Swizz Beatz, bringing a fresh sound to hip-hop. He had a hit song called Super Thug, which reached number 36 on the Billboard Hot 100. Because of the success of his first solo album, he decided to release a second solo album in 1999 called Melvin Flint the Hustler. However, this album did not do as well as his first. It did reach the top 10 on the Billboard 200 and eventually became certified gold by the N.O.R.E. One of the album's most successful songs was Oh No, produced by the Neptunes.
Start flipping, it's MU, and you know we ain't slipping.
In the same year that Noreaga released his second solo album, his partner Capone was released from prison. They began working together again and released their second CNN album called The Reunion. Unfortunately, this album was not well received and did not do as well as their previous work. Just before the album was released, Capone was sent back to prison for breaking his probation. Some people think this hurt their success, but it also made them seem more authentic in the street rap scene. Despite the challenges, they decided to take a break from making music together. Fans had to wait until 2009 for the duo to release another album. After this release, they faced more problems. Their album did not do well, and they were unhappy with their new record label, Tommy Boy Record. In 2001, they left Tommy Boy Records and moved to Def Jam Recordings. This seemed like a good move since Def Jam was a top hip-hop label. However, it caused them to lose the rights to their name Capone-N-Noreaga because they broke their contract with Tommy Boy Records. Because of this, they changed their name to CNN, and Noreaga started using the name N.O.R.E. He released his third solo album in 2002 called God's Favorite. This album was a big success, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard 200 chart and later being certified platinum. One of the hit songs from this album was Nothing, produced by the Neptunes, which reached number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100.
What you wanna do? What you trying to do? You're N.O.R.E.
In the early 2000s, N.O.R.E. started experimenting with different music styles. He began making music inspired by Jamaican reggae, becoming one of the first American artists to do so. In 2004, he recorded Spanish-language songs and released a single called Oye Mi Canto, a tribute to his Puerto Rican heritage. This song was very successful, peaking at number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was supposed to be part of an upcoming album called One Fan a Day, but the album was never released. Instead, N.O.R.E released a reggaeton album in 2006 called N.O.R.E y la Familia Ya Tu Sabe. The album included songs in both English and Spanish, but did not do as well as his previous albums. N.O.R.E also temporarily changed his name to Papi, which stands for Power Always Proves Intelligence, and released an album called Student of the Game in 2013. Throughout the 2000s, he continued to release music. In 2007, he released an album called No Reality, featuring collaborations with several well-known artists. 2 years later, he released another album called Soar, which stands for Still on the Run Eatin'. However, N.O.R.E later asked fans not to buy this album. In 2009, N.O.R.E and Capone teamed up again to release their third studio album, Channel 10. This album reached number 136 on the Billboard 200. The following year, they released another album called The War Report 2, with the lead single Hood Pride featuring Faith Evans. In 2011, rapper Busta Rhymes announced that N.O.R.E had signed to his new record label Conglomerate Records.
Jesus piece hang off my neck, so don't grab it. Clip 4 out of the tech, I reattach it.
N.O.R.E announced his next album, Melvin Flint 2, The Final Hustle, and said it would be his last album. He planned to stop touring and releasing solo albums to focus on being a music executive and CEO. However, fans never got to hear this final album, and his fame didn't last forever. As time went on, people started to lose interest in his music. He stopped going platinum, which means his albums were not selling 1 million copies anymore. Many people in the hip-hop community began to talk about the Illuminati, a secret group that supposedly controls the world. There were rumors that some artists joined this group to gain fame and fortune. N.O.R.E himself shared that he was once approached by someone who offered him a deal. This deal was supposed to help him keep his success. He said no to the offer because it didn't feel right to him. After that, his career never reached the same heights.
Sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm down with the Illuminati, and then sometimes I'm like, with me. You know what I'm saying?
In recent times, there's been a lot of talk about the Illuminati in the hip-hop world. Battle rappers and other artists are even mimicking Illuminati signs and handshakes. This has made many people wonder if these secret deals really exist.
And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors.
He shared an interesting perspective on success in the hip-hop industry. He said that when you reach a certain level of fame, you face different choices. He described it as having 3 doors. One door leads you down a straight path where you rely only on your talent. The other 2 doors might involve compromising your values. He chose the straight path, and while he stayed true to himself, his career didn't soar as it once did.
3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk. There's to the left. There's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own.
Despite his decline, N.O.R.E felt proud that he stayed true to his values. He didn't take any shortcuts or make any shady deals. He believes that some people might have taken those deals and that's why they continued to be successful. But for him, staying true to himself was more important than anything else. However, N.O.R.E did not turn down Diddy, a well-known music producer. This makes us wonder, who was worse, the Illuminati or Diddy? A recent video clip shows Diddy giving N.O.R.E a very expensive car, a Maybach, for his birthday. This made N.O.R.E emotional and he was almost in tears. People in the comments of the video had a lot to say about this. They think the gift is a symbol of the door N.O.R.E opened by staying close to Diddy.
You ran up on me? This is remote money right now. Remote money, baby. Money's good. Money's good. This is good money right here. Good money right here, man. I don't know.
One fan commented saying, N.O.R.E finally went through that door. Damn lol. Another fan added saying, N.O.R.E, now you can't turn down the Puffy Party invitation. We all knows what happens at the Puffy Parties, lol. This situation raises many questions. Did N.O.R.E make the right choice by staying with Diddy and not joining the Illuminati? What kind of influence does Diddy have over N.O.R.E now? And what does this expensive car really mean for their relationship? I mean, some of you know Sean Diddy Combs, also known as Puffy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Love, and Brother Love, is a famous music producer and rapper. He has been very successful in the music industry, helping make hip-hop popular and mainstream. However, recently he has been facing serious accusations of S-Yule and physical abuse. 4 women, including his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, have come forward with these allegations. One man, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, also accused him of a Now let's change gear and delve into this story.
CCTV footage has emerged of the rapper Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in the corridor of a hotel in 2016.
Sean John Combs was born in Harlem, New York, and grew up in Mount Vernon, New York. His mother Janice was a teacher's assistant. His father Melvin was involved in and was shot dead when Sean was just 2 years old. Sean learned about his father's death when he was older. Growing up, Sean loved rap music and played football. As a teenager, he danced in music videos for famous artists. Sean went to Howard University to study business administration, but left early to work at Uptown Records in New York. He became well known for throwing big parties and started working with artists like Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. In the early 1990s, Sean signed a rapper named Christopher Wallace, known as Biggie Smalls or the Notorious Big. After leaving Uptown Records, Sean started his own label, Bad Boy Record, and took Biggie with him. Biggie's debut album, Ready to Die, became a huge success. Bad Boy Records released many hit albums from artists like Faith Evans, N.O.R.E, and 112. Their music was very popular on the radio. Sean and Biggie became very close, but tragedy struck in 1997 when Biggie was shot in K.E.D. Sean was deeply affected by this and released a song called I'll Be Missing You in memory of Biggie. The song became a huge hit. Throughout his career, Sean faced several legal issues. In 1991, 9 people died, and many were injured at a celebrity basketball game and concert he co-promoted. An inquiry said Sean was responsible for hiring inexperienced security guards. Sean denied responsibility but paid $750,000 as part of a settlement. On December 27, 1999, Combs, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and his protege rapper Shine were at Club New York in Times Square in Manhattan when gunfire broke out. A prosecutor said that the incident was sparked by an argument at the club between Combs and another patron. After a police investigation, Combs and Shine were arrested for weapons violations and other charges. Combs was charged with 4 weapons-related charges and with bribing his driver, Wardell Fenderson, to claim ownership of his gun. With a gag order in place, the highly publicized trial began. Combs' attorneys were Johnny L. Cochran Jr. and Benjamin Braffman. Combs was found not guilty on all charges. Shine was convicted on 5 of his 8 charges and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Combs and Lopez broke up shortly after. A lawsuit filed by Fenderson, who said he suffered emotional damage after the shooting, was settled in February 2004. Lawyers for both sides, having agreed to keep the settlement terms secret, said the matter had been resolved to the satisfaction of all parties. In 2003, Sean's former business partner sued him, claiming Sean him and forced him to sign over his shares in Bad Boy Records. The case was dismissed because too much time had passed. On November 16, 2023, Cassie Ventura, with whom Combs had a long-term relationship, filed a lawsuit against him accusing him of R, S, T, and physical abuse. The lawsuit also suggested that Combs was responsible for blowing up Ventura's then-boyfriend Kid Cudi's car. Combs and Ventura reached a $30 million settlement the following day, and the lawsuit was dismissed. On May 17, 2024, CNN released surveillance footage of Combs physically assaulting Ventura at a hotel in Century City, Los Angeles on March 5, 2016. This incident was among the allegations made in the lawsuit. On May 19, 2024, Combs issued a video apology on Instagram and Facebook, stating he was truly sorry and that his actions were inexcusable.
I was up. I hit rock bottom. But I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
In November 2023, 3 women accused Sean of abuse and assault. One woman, Joy Dickerson Neal, said Sean and sexually assaulted her in 1991. Another woman, Liza Gardner, accused Sean of coercing her into S and then choking her. In December 2023, a 4th woman claimed Sean and 2 other men R-ed her when she was 17 years old. She said she was given before the attack. Sean denied all these allegations, saying they were attempts to get money from him. In February 2024, Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a music producer, sued Sean. He said Sean made unwanted sexual contact and forced him to participate in sexual acts. Sean's lawyer called these claims lies and said they had proof to discredit them. In March 2024, federal agents raided 2 of Sean's homes as part of an investigation into ST. Sean's lawyer called the raids an ambush and said Sean was innocent. Computers and other devices were taken during the searches. Sean has strongly denied all the accusations against him. He says the claims are false and that people are trying to ruin his reputation. He has vowed to fight for his name and prove his innocence. The investigations and legal battles continue, and it remains to be seen what the outcome will be. Now, with all these accusations about Diddy, fans are waiting to see what will happen next. They hope for the truth and want to know if Diddy is really guilty of these accusations. The future of Diddy and N.O.R.E, who is connected to him, is now uncertain. Tell us what you think in the comments section and we will catch you in the next video. Bye!